Good evening, friends, and welcome to another game in the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 Winter Tournament. We are in Week 5 of Swiss. We've got a 3-in-1 matchup between CaffyJD and drjayphd. So I've got two very advanced degrees battling it out today. I'm Smile. I'm joined by Catastrophe573. Hello.
Hello, Smile Fires. It's great to be here. And I'm very excited for this 3-1 match. One of these runners is going to go up to 4-2 and have great seeding in the ladder, while the other person, 3-2, is also going to qualify for the ladder. So I'm in good news for both runners tonight.
Yeah, they're both in the main bracket. It's just a question of how high they can go for seeding purposes now.
And we're off.
Alrighty, got a recorder start. We start on the wood sword screen as usual for these flags.
Kind of a nice start screen. You got your Armos nearby. You've got it's just not 1Q5. That's all I got to say about it. You're not starting left of 1Q9. It's not 1Q5. It's a good start screen.
It's acceptable.
Yeah. Lots of open caves nearby. Oh, apparently level 5.
Speaking of level 5.
Yeah, Pole's voices on the overworld. Wow, and the Dark Nuts. So we've got some very shuffled enemy groups.
About to get a very quick look. Caffey's checking the gambling game again real quick, but very quick look at the Coast Heart.
Yep. Looks like that hasn't shuffled today. Use that starting recorder. Make sure you never have to come back to this screen, and it's a potion shop.
Well, given that we do have Heart Shuffle, maybe that Coast Heart has like a tiny little label on it. It's actually one of the dungeon floor hearts.
You're right. Could be. Can't say for sure it hasn't shuffled. You pick it up and there's a little tag on the back that says level 5.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like in the code of the game, the Triforces don't even have that. They check what level you pick them up in.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Oh, and chat's got a good point. Those super ropes mean we have a second quest somewhere. I wasn't looking at the entrance room at 5 to try to guess, but yeah, there's a second quest involved.
Yeah, and that was a wicked first room to walk into on Dr. J's screen. You got a moat and a dig dogger with a shutter door.
Yeah, now we did start with the recorder, so the dig dogger is not too much of a problem, but you still don't want to see that moat, like that's you. And you probably don't want to fight the dig dogger on green tunic, wood sword, 3 hearts either, so.
Yeah, he did manage to get a bomb pack from somewhere, so it may not be the worst thing, but just letting it be for now. We got any roads up at the Lost Hills Armos.
That's good. If these take you places, oh yeah, they look like they take you all over the place. Just a couple caves so far.
Death Mountain, all right.
Yeah. Check this Armos as well. Dr. J, meanwhile, checking the south coast. Big overworld divergence so far.
You can buy a small heart for 1 rupee, so very cheap anti-beep strats.
We found a candle cave. It wasn't the open one, we're guaranteed. Very expensive candle, though. 79 rupees. Yeah, so if your candle costs a big secret, or maybe 2 rolled up, there we go. Dr. J gets another bomb drop.
Caffey's doing Zombie Link strats, and welcome to 2Q7.
Wow. So that's why we got our super ropes.
So if you are on 3 hearts and you pay a heart to a heart mugger, you get Zombie Link. So Caffey is in effective OKO mode at the moment. Try not to get hit. 25 for the medium secret.
Yep. And that's done so your heart containers can never drop below 3. Honestly, it's a good feature because I think temporary OKO is a little fun near the start, and it lets you not, sometimes the any key lets you pay a mugger for free. This kind of lets you also pay a mugger for free. Oops, showed it with the Goma. You had to up A anyway. Get your life back. That's not a bad thing. I'll take that. So Dr. J, despite knowing that the candle is expensive, taking the take any heart. Ooh. Okay. I respect it.
Yeah, I think you might be a fan of that, honestly.
Yeah. You know what? Because I do the same thing too. I play a lot of seeds where I'll take 4 heart containers or 3 and then a potion from my 4th. And that's why, and I'll plan on finding my candle in an open cave. My logic being, I need the hearts. And I'm going to end up exploring most of the overworld anyway, so double dipping candle spots usually doesn't hurt. Wow, expensive bombs.
Very
Everything in the
expensive
shops.
bombs.
Yikes.
Arrows for 65, we could write that down, and we had the book as our Armos item and Death Armos.
Oh, I missed the book. Very nice. Great to find that super early because now all the hints will work. Sometimes when you find it at the end of the race, you're like, well, it's still good for level 9, right? Even if it messes up your wand combat. But now, every level you enter is going to give you the hint to finding another level, and yeah, I know that's just better early. Plus, maybe you don't have to double back for the hint caves if you decide to buy hints. Good stuff. Dr. J finding the any roads. Let's see what Caffy takes first. Yeah, I was going to guess candle. I don't think Caffy even found a candle shop yet, so that makes candle even better. Plus now, he can immediately cash it in for the start square. Maybe go do Candle Row.
Yeah, just double back for that. He hasn't been on the South Coast yet, but there are some hints.
Ooh. Look at Death Armos, hint shop at start screen. Dr. J also finds 2Q7, so both runners have the same level knowledge, both 5, both 7. See what Dr. J pays here. Yeah, see, Dr. J has actually got a heart container, so he's got something to lose, and he doesn't have enough money to pay. I don't think Caffy did anything past that mugger room anyway, so...
Not a whole lot anyway.
That door could have been Kananaki'd. Don't know if Dr. J cares. Nah, neither player did anything in 7. It is a 2Q7. I'll come back to it later with more resources. Caffy, meanwhile, got the bombs from somewhere and did head to Candle Row, just like I was thinking. Very efficient overworld routing. Dr. J, meanwhile, fighting these red dark nuts for, I assume, more bombs, because when you're on Death Mountain, you need more bombs. Makes sense.
Pretty pricey key along with the blue ring.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Okay, so another candle shop, so it's not the rare shop.
Well, I knew it couldn't be the rare one because we haven't found the one in the open cave yet, and there has to be a candle in an open cave every seed. So there's at least going to be a third candle shop somewhere. Yeah, we found two under bomb walls. Caffy gonna get that. Yeah. I like Caffy's routing. This is kind of more like what I do myself. Just, you know, easy caves in the center. Wow. So there's even more candle shops. If only the game could give Dr. J a secret to maybe buy that candle with, instead of just giving him more candles.
Hoping for a nice large secret somewhere up here. Open cave?
Yeah. Open cave large secret? No, potion shop. The Moblin has a recorder on Death Mountain. So that recorder is going to be our white sword item?
Yeah, a little unlucky.
Yeah. Considering we started with it. Not the greatest hint. When you get your early book like that, you want your hint to matter. You know, also makes me wonder where that is now, because Dr. J could be a push block spot on Death Mountain, in which case the hint is actually valuable if you don't need the power bracelet for anything else, right?
So Manhandle threatens close to start, by the way. It's level 3 somewhere close to start.
Does that include the power bracelet spot 3 to the east of start? Because I don't know what else we've missed. Maybe a bomb spot if somebody didn't have enough bombs? I'm not sure. Speaking of not having enough bombs, Dr. J, PhD, maybe leaving this Death Mountain? Not yet. Yep, okay, yeah, leaving the Death Mountain because not enough bombs. Gonna go check the waterfall spots instead. Makes sense. Makes sense.
It looks like that does count as close to start. Caffy buying the small heart. Nice.
He's gonna say yeah. All right, so power bracelet possible if we have in fact seen all of the bomb spots or that recorder spot. But I think Caffy checked the recorder spot while walking the Candle Row, so I'm not sure what's left near start.
Hey, Rick's here. Yeah, I'm not great at the area hints, so I just went and looked up the map.
Nice. Thank you, Rick. Ooh, this screen is going to be tough to get that block clip on. So what Caffy was trying to do there was block clip to use the candle from the left side instead of the right side. There we go, Dr. J finally getting his global bombs. Hitting a door repair, that's going to put that handle purchase even further away. Like I'm saying, I'm usually a big fan of just buy the candle myself, but this seed, I would gamble there too. Really wants you to take it from the take any. Also, me personally, money-making game with 11 rupees, I'll try it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Door repair and I lose it all? You know, like, yeah. Dr. J choosing to guard those 11 rupees, though.
The door repair charge rolling up does not really help anybody either.
Yeah. Did you see what it was? I missed the exact number.
It was at least 21, maybe 22.
Man, everything about this rupee is just poor. The medium secret is 9, but 25 and 9 for the secrets we've seen so far, while the candle and bombs have both rolled up.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a search for bombs on the overworld.
Yeah. Now, Dr. J, meanwhile, finds 6. I think it was at the lighthouse. Okay, floor heart and 6. Good information, though. Wow. I can't see where on his map here. Oh, we're buying hints. Gleeok has the ladder. Ooh, that could really matter.
All right, ladder in level 4.
Step over the water to reach the heart. God,
thanks.
Game. So Caffy not safe scumming those hints.
And Dr. J is at the very top under the D, by the way.
Thank you. So it could be a vanilla shape? Maybe that's why he was trying to bomb so fervently just after entering the dungeon, because he knew it had to go. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think this is a 1Q. And also, if I'm looking at Caffy's screen, yeah, this actually could easily be a 1Q3 as well. So maybe second quest, second half, first quest, first half.
Yeah, likely story.
Mm-hmm.
And entering at the top of 3, needing a key to continue. So leaving that for the moment.
Yeah, bit unfortunate. 3 would be one of the more fun levels to dig to. You know, fairly small, not too many drop rooms, more expensive bombs. Thanks, game. Although when you need them, and you'll pay 35. Ooh, could Dr. J have found the item in 6? Yes, white sword. Wood sword. Here we go. So that'll speed up everything for Dr. J quite a bit. Finally, the keys won't take 2 stabs to kill. That is so annoying. Just a great find.
Talking about the ladder to get the heart container and being the Cheerios of hints. I'd be a little concerned about the Cheerios of hints because they've been in the news recently.
Are you saying that because they're good for your heart? According to the box.
Yes.
Yes. So, Dr. J getting the Triforce out of 6. That's a full clear out of 6. He got both items. The Triforce will never have to come back. Caffy finds 1. Ooh, I wonder what he'll find in 1. We haven't found anything key to the seed yet. Just that hint for ladder, but technically not found.
It's really a walk over here as well because level 1's all.
Oh.
Hello. That's a bow.
That's key to the seed. That's key to every seed. I can't win without the bow.
Tanky keys.
Yeah. That said, Dr. J will not miss that bow. 0 chance of that getting abandoned because it was free on the floor right inside. You had to walk into it.
Yep. Not a way you can miss it walking through this one.
Yeah. Well, free compass.
Got the other set of hints, a couple expensive ones in the Lost Hills here.
Did anybody see where this entrance to 1 was?
It is all the way in the southwest. It is quite a walk.
Oh, wow, okay. In the other forgotten spot. The forgotten spot everybody forgets about, not the one everybody remembers. Joke. Yeah. This could be our stair item. Yep. I mean, very likely in level 1. Silvers! Oh, and silvers in 1. Are you kidding me?
Alrighty then.
Oh, wow. It's nice when the game gives it to you like that. We take those.
So we know all of our dungeon maps.
Mm.
We have the 2 ingredients to defeat Ganon.
Dr. J, finding another take any at the actual forgotten spot, chooses to skip the candle yet again. Still not that much of a problem because, you know, he has to double back for push block spots potentially anyway, but Caffy, you know, if nothing else like Raft or Power Bracelet is required, Caffy's overworld has been much more efficient so far. By that second or third take any, I might have chosen to take the candle if I didn't have one. Just because it's been so expensive and the seed hasn't given us any money. You know, what if all 3 big secrets are under bushes? You know, we don't know anymore.
Seed was nice and gave Caffy a key to, and another key to get closer to this Triforce in 1.
Good to have. Ooh. And takes it away. Alright. Not a key door, but are there key doors here? Don't take my last key. Do you check? Oh no, or does Caffy have all 3 items? He didn't even kill those moblins back there for the floor drop. Why is he killing these mobs? Oh, bombs. Those are bomb droppers. Because they're on pallet. It's the bomb droppers. Didn't get any. Takes the Triforce. Probably running if he took the Triforce. Yeah.
Even if you have an item left, you're probably not playing 2 key Monty.
Yeah, no. Save that last key. You know, and especially because he knows the ladder in 4. Like, that ladder in 4 is the last thing he could possibly need. So, I mean, yeah, the Power Bracelet and Raft are still in play. But, yeah, pretty reasonable. And you know what? You've got the recorder. If you need something, you can always record it back to 1 and check that last spot. So,
yeah, you got that little bit of a shakeup in the dynamic when you can just return instead of when you get a starting Power Bracelet or Raft instead, and you can't so easily come back.
Yeah. One of the 3 starting items in this flag set is definitely better than the other 2 by quite a bit.
And then if we put the ladder in the starting items, that would just be ridiculous.
Oh man, ladder and starting items. I want that. Can I have that? Can I just have that while my opponents can't? That'd be great.
There was a battle royale about bidding time against your opponent, and if you bid more time, then you started with large secret 140.
So that almost makes up for everything else on its own because 140 is a ginormous secret. That's a ton of money. Now it was recorder blocked on the what I'm going to call the screen wrap screen. So Dr. J does have a chance to get there and pick that up. We started with the recorder. Huge. Yeah. Okay, Dr. J finds his 1. He's going to get that bow, going to get that silvers, and that's also an offense upgrade. Oh no. Big secrets next to each other. That's fine. Caffy was kind of lowish on money. He didn't leave like $100 on the table or anything. But he did max out his rupee wallet. Bit unfortunate. Dr. J bombing out of bounds for level 1? I don't think those were rooms, but I could be wrong.
He may be questioning whether this is first quest still.
Oh, yeah. Maybe Dr. J hasn't seen 3 yet. Right, yeah, I think that's it. He hasn't seen 3, so he actually doesn't know. No, but he spent all that time in 6.
Yeah, I wonder if not being able to bomb into that one room may have thrown him off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think there is an accessible map in here which may help with this.
Yeah. I know I was playing a practice seed offline by myself, and I knew it was vanilla shapes. And I was in 3, and I did the same thing. I tried to bomb into 2 different void walls, and I'm like, why? But it's a vanilla shape, and it was because I marked my start screen wrong. And I didn't notice until 3 or 4 rooms into the dungeon that I was not where I thought I was in the vanilla shape. It's a very easy mistake to make. Yeah. So Dr. J very quickly picking up bow and silvers in the same 60 seconds here. Gotta ask the runners after the race what that feels like. How's it feel like to get bow and silvers in under 20 minutes? You know?
Yeah, we'll write that down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice force by Caffy. That was real good. Gets to finish Death Mountain in 1 trip now. Yeah, 5 bombs is exactly enough because that other one's a push block screen. Hey, more bombs if you need them. Tries to burn the arrows or the shopkeeper for being so expensive. Gets burned himself. Buys a key. Yep, that checks out. The only thing you've got to spend your money on at this point would be blue ring and bomb upgrades. And you've already paid one of the muggers. So why not buy that key? That's an excellent use in a key-starved seed. I've seen that make all the difference in races. Buying a key can unlock a seed for you while leaving your opponent stuck. Not as flashy as a ladder block, but it certainly wins races. Ooh boy, those potions. Pays for the expensive potion. Why not?
It is slightly cheaper on rate.
It is. 36 doubled would be 72. So it was slightly cheaper. But, ooh, level 4 is on Death Mountain. We know it's in level 4. That's why I said, ooh, we're gonna get a ladder probably. I think at this point I would dig it out. In order for me not to dig the ladder out of 4, it would have to be like my last dungeon before 9. And I think my opponent is like ahead of me and I need to save time anywhere I can. And I don't know, a whole bunch of things would have to happen for me not to dig this ladder out of 4. When I know it's here, that is. So
The seed is trying its hardest to stop us. It put
yeah.
2, I think it was 2, right? And 4 as far away from each other as possible.
Yeah, it did. It put 2 and 4 as far away as possible. And then, did you see that Goma block in front of the Dig Dogger block? The game's like, no, you will not get this ladder right here. I'm putting all the blocks in front of this ladder. Caffy still picks up the ladder.
And it is second quest back half, so it is first quest, second quest split, and that's kind of where I think that fear you're talking about comes from, Gen. It's, we know all naps, and we have bow and silvers.
Yeah. Yeah, and what Gen said is a good point. Honestly, it's nerve-wracking because it means most of the race is execution. Yeah. You know, you almost feel better when it comes down to routing, when it comes down to, oh boy, I got that early white sword out of 6, or I got that early, bow and silvers. But when everything you found has been easy, and you know both runners have it, you know your opponent has it too, it's like, oh man, is my opponent better at combat than me? It's like, oh, red candle.
Okay. That would be handy if you wanted to walk all the way up here to the start of the seed.
Yeah, right. Walk all the way up here with the bombs that the red dark nuts who rolled up can only drop. Yeah, because nothing on the overworld drops bombs except those red dark nuts who rolled up. It's blarg. Yeah, so
got a mugger, and for paying a heart going down to 4, Dr. J does take, and well, he buys a candle.
Oh, Spike Trap Dark Room gets him. It was a zigzag. He tried to walk out of the spike traps. Yeah. Dr. J, meanwhile, picking up another global bomb on Death Mountain. That will give him enough bombs to do everything on this trip, which should also lead him into 4 very shortly.
We are walking across a mode in 4, so that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the ladder...
That room is definitely think fast.
Yeah. Throw candle, get around that zigzag. Very mean in blackout. I think though the ladder in 4 was just up through a Goma block and a recorder block. Which, that recorder is also in 4. So wait a second. No.
We're just looking for Triforce.
Yeah. No, the recorder. Yeah, no. Our tracker can be.
Sorry, yeah. Okay.
White sword item. We had a hint earlier saying the recorder was our white sword item, and then as soon as I saw the tracker light up, I'm like, wait. But you needed the recorder to get the ladder, so you can't.
It's a little table. It's tough to click sometimes. There we go. Chevy Room Triforce, wonderful.
Wow, so that ladder in 4 was definitely needed to finish 4. No way around it. Hopefully Dr. J spins the key, goes up. Uh-oh. Well, oh yeah, pirouetting it. That makes sense. Yep, like you do.
Yeah.
I think Caffy did the same thing too, a pirouette here. And your reward for this will be the ladder. Dr. J didn't buy the hint, so...
the ladder and apparently like 5 more keys.
Yeah, right? Look at that key count all of a sudden. Now, Caffy did buy a key, but... oh yeah, and there's the breadstick we were promised. So you need that breadstick, by the way, to go back into 4 to get the ladder. And then you needed the bow and silvers from 1. Yeah, all to get the ladder to get the Triforce. My goodness.
Yeah, but we have most of the dungeon interacty items now, so...
Yeah.
Not much to get in our way. Welcome to 7, again.
Yeah, both inside dungeon items, the bow and the recorder, were needed to get the ladder. And now that we've got the ladder, that's all 3 things that can stop you inside a dungeon besides combat. The only things that can stop us on the overworld are Raft and Power Bracelet. So it's very nearly go mode, and actually technically could be as soon as we get information on the rest of the dungeons. Which, yeah, like 8gen was saying, again, makes me nervous. Am I doing things fast enough? How did my overworld go? Nice shoot room. I don't know if Caffy went this way. I don't remember it. Wand on the floor in 7.
Nice. Caffy did come this way, but he didn't clear this room because he was trying to get the Wizrobes to re-roll into something and they refused.
Ah, yeah, makes sense, yeah. Wand on the floor in 7 is a nice combat boost if you haven't dug 6 yet. So that will even out one of the advantages that Dr. J has. Actually, I think kind of the only advantage Dr. J has. The Triforce difference and the overworld difference is just routing divergence. It's hard to know who's ahead. Nice, fast Triforce in 7. You love to see that as a runner.
Yeah, and it gave us a good item too.
Yeah.
Leave. Get out of there.
Yep. Whatever that second item is, you don't want it. If it's the raft and 9 is raft blocked, make the seed tell you. What have we here? The Triforce in 4 is nowhere near where you are currently. Rude.
Yeah, it was a bit of a journey. Dr. J has slightly a money advantage, and he's seen the other hint caves, so that could be a potential for...
That's true. Cappy did leave a little bit of those 2 large secrets behind. Dr. J hasn't spent some of that money yet, so Caffy spent his 2 large secrets on a potion, a key, and... not a mugger room, because he paid the heart container. What other thing? Oh, expensive bombs.
Yeah,
expensive bombs. I knew we made exactly 3 purchases, all in rapid succession after picking up 2 140 secrets back to back.
That's true. 4 hearts is not a lot of health, to respond to the comment in chat.
Yeah, no, it's true. And, this being, I'm going to call it a poverty seed, even with the 140 large secret. Okay, yeah, so Dr. J pays the mugger instead of buying bombs. Still has enough money to buy a candle, almost. And Dr. J has the same... Ooh, yeah. Tried to go up instead of down, yeah. Dr. J almost got by the same dark zigzag room. Oh, was the Triforce in 5 just that easy?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, okay. Wow. Maybe you just had to go in there with a key or something. I didn't even see what happened. I'm like, oh, and let's look at Caffy's screen, and he's holding a triangle. I'm like, oh, okay. Caffy's holding a triangle.
I think you might have beaten the Dig Dogger to go left.
Oh, yeah. Again, we started with that recorder, but Dig Dogger with 3 hearts wood sword is kind of crap. So with that being so close to our start screen, I can see why people would.
Oh no, Special K's got the good. Special K's tracking for us, by the way. He said key door to the left, so.
Key door to the left.
After.
Thank you, trackers. Thank you, Special K. We would be so lost without you. And you're doing a wonderful job tonight.
Dr. J has displaced the Gorillas and got the Triforce of 4.
Leaving with a healthy supply of keys and bombs. I forgot, Dr. J already has his candle. So what he spends that remaining 58 rupees on is up to him. Probably going for that ladder, which he seems to have missed. It will be in a staircase room. Oh no. Okay. He must have the ladder. Oh, he has the ladder. He has the Triforce. Got it. He just wanted the second item, and there it was. Nice quick dig. So now he's got full information on 4 and 6. Caffy finally getting the 6, which Jay's already been in. So when Jay went here, it was fairly early in the seed. Didn't have any combat or tools yet. Didn't have the bow and silvers, for one thing. Nice force off the Wall Masters by Caffy again. Caffy forcing every chance he gets.
You got to when the shops are like this.
Yeah. I have a hard time forcing, not because I can't count to 10, although sometimes I struggle with that. Just because I can't go 10 enemies without taking a hit, you know?
I was thinking of the wrong level number. It was level 1 in the bottom corner, not 2.
Oh, yeah. So Caffy here, when Jay was here earlier, it was earlier in the seed. Didn't quite have the combat, didn't have the wand, didn't have the bow and silvers or anything. Didn't spend too long in this 6 regardless, though, despite being somewhat under-equipped and doing it as his first dungeon, and got the floor heart and the white sword both fairly quickly out of this 6. And it was a bit of a blessing because it made clearing everything faster for Jay. We'll see if Caffy goes back in for the white sword. Again, we're kind of thinking we're in go mode, so maybe not. But maybe you do, but maybe you don't. Yeah, okay. I understand not. Yeah, makes sense.
It's a long walk to the bottom, just like it kind of was in 4.
Yeah. Now, I don't think the white sword was that far away because, like I said, Jay got both pretty fast with starting equipment, so it was high five in the blue ring shop, just not the same blue ring shop.
The guy gets around a bit. He has a couple branches.
Yeah. The Walmart of blue ring shops this seed.
And there goes all of Caffy's money again.
Yep. Back to broke. There's still one large secret somewhere out there this seed, but it's a bit of a mystery where it will be.
And now he's going to see the other hint shop as well.
Mm-hmm. With no money to buy them. There was a good ladder hint in that first hint shop, and Caffy didn't buy all the hints in that first hint shop either. He only bought the first 2, and he didn't save scum his money, despite this being a bit of a poverty seed. So, the reason I call it a poverty seed is because small secret rolled down 1, medium secret rolled down 5, and door repairs rolled up, and everything expensive in shops rolled up. So, like, specifically bombs and candles. So, like, blah. But Caffy does know where the 4 secrets are now, or the 4 hints are. If he can find that last large secret, maybe wants to buy them. Although, again, we're not really looking for items here. We're kind of just looking for bits. What can I just say about that last big secret? Of course, now you're forced into that one-way part of the overworld, and you can't go back that other way.
Looks like the Triforce is very shallow in 3, by the way.
Yeah, I was just looking at that too. I'm like, huh. Dr. J going back to dig this level. So I wonder what Dr. J's looking for here. He must be thinking any key would be nice, red ring would be nice, and hopefully raft and power bracelet are required. I think Caffy has been in this 3, but left early, possibly key blocked because he found it early before level 4 stocked both players up on keys, I think.
Yes.
I think, yeah. So Dr. J has given us our first, I don't want to say deep look at this 3. Level 3 is pretty shallow. It never goes deep. But would be exciting to find some. Oh, level 2, one of our other last unfound levels. So it's really just 8 and 9 we haven't found. Interesting.
Yep, 2 is at the waterfall. Hey.
That'll be fairly hard to miss as well. So again, this seed just kind of giving our players nice things. Gotta wonder where your opponent is. If it's going this well for you, it might be going this well for them too.
I mean, it is a Wizard dungeon, but...
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I saw another race this tournament where both runners noped out of level 1 and left all 3 items behind. I mean for the entire seed as well. Didn't even go back to dig it later when they were looking for required progression. And it turned out it was a blue Wizrobe shutter door multiple times, level 1, that guarded 3 heart containers. So skipping it was actually the right play. And, every so often you see a 1 or a 2, nice Triforce in a shoot room. Every so often you see a 1 or a 2 that's just like, you know what? Not as happy to see this low-numbered dungeon. Caffy's got to get back to that shoot room within 4 rooms, is it? Or else the kill counter resets. Their enemies
cost us a key.
Yeah. It's going to cost a key anyway, so you better do it now before those blue Wizrobes respawn. Yeah, if I remember, do you know, Smile Fires? If it's 4 rooms and the enemies respawn, right? Something like that. So when he went down 1, left 1, up 1, right 1, he basically had to do it right then or else the enemies would respawn. So I think that's right.
So there's something to do with, like, recency of rooms as well. And yeah, 6 rooms is what I remember.
Oh, 6. Good, okay.
So, like, because he had just been in the previous 2 rooms, I don't believe they're considered new rooms.
Oh, right. They were still in that sliding window. Okay, so if he wanted to dig that 2 more, he had a bit more. Like, he could have scrolled the screen a few more times, a few different places. All right, and Dr. J noping out of that 3.
Yeah, but that 2 is full of nope, so...
Yeah, indeed. And again, when you think you might be looking for... Dr. J's got the money, finds the hints, doesn't buy them. I guess because you're not looking for anything. Right? Like, if you get a hint that says red ring is in 8, are you going to dig it? If you get a hint saying red ring is in 5, are you going to dig it? If you get a hint saying red ring is in 2, well, maybe. But so, I mean, yeah, I guess I can see skipping those hints.
The kind of hint that would help us right now is this item is blocked by the raft or the power bracelet.
Indeed. You're absolutely right, Smile Fires. And that hint could be one of our 4 unpurchased hints. Now, Caffy's purchased 2 of the hints. Jay has purchased none. Caffy is back on that screen with 1 unpurchased hint. Chooses not to buy it. Guess no longer cares. Now, Caffy into 3. We'll soon learn how quick the Triforce is, but will Caffy decide to stay and dig any items? Nope. Looks like Caffy using Triforce and Go mode. I don't blame him.
So where is that level 8?
Where is it? Hopefully not raft blocked. Dr. J sitting at 8 hearts, I believe, took the heart container from at least 3 take any's. Not sure. It could have been all 4. Nobody's checked the 2Q river spots. Oh, Dr. J checked that Stelphos. Ouch. Caffy
Or it checked him.
Yeah, or it checked him. Magic shield check. Bonk.
James told him that we saw river caves, so...
Oh, we did see...
Yeah, it just didn't open.
Okay. Yeah, so Caffy really does have... There's our 8!
Hello!
Oh, wow, Dr. J was just there, too. So, was going to say, Caffy has found so much more of the overworld. I wouldn't be surprised if Caffy finds 8 before... Never mind. There's 8.
Middle of the overworld problems. Dr. J might have been there without a candle yet.
Yeah, indeed, indeed.
Oh, that was a key door to the left. I was thinking that was a shutter door in 5.
Yeah. I mean, keys are also in short supply this seat. Oh, not that.
Nope. Nope.
Not that room.
I mean, you walk into this room as well.
Yeah. Hey, floor heart and 8. We'll take that. We're not looking for anything, but we'll still take it. But if this is a cool item... Okay, it's a connector. I don't know, 2Q8. Maybe I still take the connector. I don't know.
I think we might have level 9 at large, actually. Antlers is asking about it.
Yeah, that's a good question because... Yeah, I don't remember seeing 9 either. Good question, Antlers.
So now you really, really want one of those item hints that says something's blocked if it is.
Yeah, because it could only be a 9. Of course, it's funny because the only things that could be blocking it, right, would be Raft and Power Bracelet. Or play a tune to get the... Which dungeons have been blocked by the recorder so far? Not 1. Not
5.
5, yeah. Because if we get a hint that says play a tune to get the item, that means it's in 5 or 9, and 9 is recorder blocked, but assume you've checked all the recorder spots. Right? So you would need a hint that says the thing is blocked by the Power Bracelet, which would tell you do need the Power Bracelet to get into 9, but then that thing, of course, cannot be the Power Bracelet itself. So you'd have to be like the any key is blocked by the Power Bracelet, that kind of a hint. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just thinking of like what is the likelihood of that being possible or even seeing that hint. Seems like it's vanishing.
Or we could just get the entrance to death hint in its vanilla dungeon for Caffy over here.
I'd take it. I would absolutely take it. Best hint. I would rather have the entrance to death hint over the, Ganon lurks in the northwest hint, Caffy clearing this push block room thinks it's got something fun in it. Is it the other half of the connector he didn't take? Or is it the any key? It's the raft. Well, it could be needed. You have to take it.
Yeah, you don't not take it.
Yeah. Burned the arrow shop earlier. The expensive bomb shop. Can't burn the raft. You might need that. Well, you can still burn it anyway. Ooh. Bombs. Okay, there's only 2. But it's still bombs. And it's still bombs right before you go into 9.
Yeah, it is a refill.
Mm-hmm. At this point, you're not likely to spend that money on anything else. Just silver arrows. I mean, he already has a potion, because he bought that one earlier on Death Mountain. Dr. J showing us how to do that room, by the way, without a block flip. That's the developer intended way to get into 2Q7. The bush did not open today, though. Meanwhile, Caffy showing us the developer unintended way to navigate that turnstile room. Cheating. Absolutely cheating.
Legal cheating.
Legal cheating, that's right. We allow block flips.
Triforce.
Doesn't take it. Why not take? Okay, well, is there a red ring or an any key in this staircase? Nah, just more connectors. You're in 2Q8. They're all connectors. Just take the Triforce. Go to 9. Oh, he doesn't know where 9 is. Well, go look for it.
I mean, down to 3 keys as well, and you're in a room that has 2 key doors out of it.
Yeah, get out of there. So now Dr. J also buying a potion that evens our runners up on potions. Caffy deftly dodging that whirlwind and then accidentally walking back into level 8. I have done that so many times in that one particular spot. You just screen scroll and then you're in the staircase and you're like, Oh, so Caffy hasn't checked this yet. Oh, no, has. Caffy was the first person to check it. Checking that raft spot, I bet. Yeah, cashing in that raft, seeing if it was required. Okay.
Here we go.
Imagine if 9 is right here and Caffy just right ordered this seed.
Moment of truth, not a level. Coast draft?
Oh yeah, Coast Raft. You know what's funny is I think that counts as our candle shop in an open cave. As sad as that is. Yeah, Caffy going right for that other coast spot. I mean, Caffy's seen a lot of the overworld already. I don't think Caffy's done the overworld, but maybe it is raft or power bracelet for Caffy, so why not turn in that raft immediately? Was that raft required?
Nope.
No. Okay. So now what do we do? Not grab the coast heart.
We have a little money. We're kind of close to that hint shop.
Yeah. Maybe you buy it just to see if anything's blocked. I mean, it would take all your silver arrows. 78 silver arrows is a comfy amount where I can just fire them like a machine gun. Yep, we're paying. Manhandler threatens with the magic boomerang. Good choice to quit that 3. Alright, what else we got? Aquamentus awaits with the magic key. That was our third item in one we both left behind, was the magic key. Holy crap.
Oh, man.
Alright.
All those key doors are early, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And go figure, it was key blocked. Both runners had the key, didn't want to spend it. Would have given them infinite keys. You have no way of knowing. Not spending the key was the correct play.
Hint number 5.
Safe scummed. Here we go.
Yep.
Gleeok returns power bracelet.
Oh, no.
Are we
going to go back into
the power bracelet?
2Q8?
Oh, my goodness, no. Well, this went from a fast seed to a slightly slower seed. Yep, nope, Caffy's going back. I think Caffy has done the whole overworld except the power bracelet spots. Caffy knows this is required. Well, great hint purchase, you know, because it could have been that item in 1. It could have been both items in 3. It could have been not 4, 5, or 6. Yeah, it could have been the second item in 5. It could have been the second item in 7, or it could have been any of the 2 items in 8. 3 items in 8? I don't know.
Oh, we saw the raft, so couldn't be that,
yeah.
But...
Yeah, so I mean, whew. There were lots of places this required power bracelet could have been.
Can we get lucky? Can we just walk down?
Well, yeah, was it here all along and 2Q8 just diverted us from it? No, just more connectors. The randomizer, by the way, is programmed to remap its staircases on the fly so that you always find the connector first in 5 and you always find multiple connectors first in 9. It's just how it works. You'll notice this later in the race. No, I'm just kidding. I'm making that up. Don't listen to me. Okay, Caffy found it pretty darn quick.
Yeah, so you go
all right.
Couple, like 1 or 2 rooms down from start. It takes you through a transport, and then you go 1 down from there.
You know, Dr. J is not in bad shape if he does that. And Dr. J has been more willing to dig dungeons.
Yeah, maybe you just dive into staircases because it's the staircase dungeon.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know when I play 2Q8, I mean, it depends. Everything always depends. I've made rules for myself and then broken them. It depends on what the seed wants you to do. But sometimes in a 2Q8, I think that was the wrong spot, Jay. I think you need to bomb that 1 spot to the right. I could be wrong.
I think we realized
we know there's nothing there. Yeah. We know there's nothing there because of Caffy, though. I don't know if Jay knows that, but anyway. I was going to say was... yeah, sometimes I'll take staircases in a 2Q8 just to... Magic Boomerang. Let's go. Magic Boomerang at 48 minutes when you have silvers and a wand.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Respect the banana.
Caffy recorded about 1 screen to the left. He's fixed it now.
Mm-hmm.
What a lovely Triforce room as Caffy's screen scrolls over to this power bracelet spot.
Yeah. Check. There's 9. He didn't have to check too many of them. So we're entering in the center of 9. It's a 2Q9. Oh yeah, right. 7 and 8 were 2Q, so good chance 9 will be as well. About a 100% chance.
Yeah, potentially the smallest and least trolly of the variants of 9 that we can have.
Yep. We got spending the keys already. Interesting. Not taking the easy path. Yeah, it's got walkthrough walls, but it's also got fewer rooms and only a couple one-way stairs. It's easier to hear the roar in. Is this Ganon? I think that was. Yeah, it was.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, there's a shutter door. Is he directly guarding Zelda? Hey,
Potioning up.
Remember that time Thurwolf set a tournament record of 53 minutes? I'm just saying, it's 49:40. Nice wood sword stun lock. Go Caffy.
This is very good. It's a lot of hits, but when he stays like this, not too shabby. There we go.
Ooh. Perfect timing on that stun lock. Zelda right here.
One time? Nah.
No. Zelda right here. Zelda is right here! No way! I think this is a new tournament record. I didn't think anybody would beat Thurwolf's 53 minutes. Look at this! Get your GGs out for Caffy. I'm shocked. That's fantastic.
Okay, well now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I had the tournament record correct. 53 minutes is just the fastest I'm aware of, but there's no like leaderboard that people update in real time. If anybody's got it done faster than 50:23, I haven't seen it yet. DJ Trails says, I've beaten 53 minutes before in the tournament. Makes sense. Welcome. Welcome, Caffy.
Hey guys.
Welcome. So, first question, have you ever beat any seed, practice seed or tournament seed, faster than 50:23?
Yeah, I've gotten a 45 before. That was like
on tournament flags? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a practice seed. It wasn't anything.
Yeah. I was just saying I was in shock at 50 minutes because I didn't think anybody had beaten that in a recorded tournament race yet. Maybe people have. Yeah, wow.
So congrats on the new tournament record.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
The dungeon just slapped me in the face with items. Bow and silver's in one. It's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then I get the hint about ladder and form. Like, oh, okay, really cool.
Yeah, and boy, did you need that ladder. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the hint for the white sword item as a recorder put a lot of stress at ease. So that's I know I didn't need to get that. I ended up finding it anyway, but yeah, this seed was just made to be fast, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, and helping you at the very end there, that hint for the power bracelet in 8, which was required, you didn't spend long digging that out, and then you went almost directly to the correct power bracelet spot too, and then right ordered 9. But yeah, I'm not saying it was luck though, because the first half of your seed was really well played. The dungeons were stacked with items, but there was still a lot of hard combat in there. Level 1 was full of blue whiz robes. Bosses everywhere. Like, how about that level 4 where you had to have the bow and silvers out of 1, plus the recorder you technically started with or got from the white sword screen, just one screen to the right. And then to get your ladder, right? And then ladder was required for Triforce in the same dungeon. So if you went to 4 before 1, that would have been like just an easy way to wrong order the seed. Your opponent did not either. Your opponent did go to 1 before 4, fortunately. So your opponent also got everything out of 4. Because it really didn't do anything wrong here. Dr. J is still playing. Playing an excellent game. Just what can you do against 50 minutes? Just whew.
Yeah, again, it shows you the power of ordering correctly in a seed with bow, silvers, ladder, recorder in hand already, which was great, and then the Triforce at 7 was funny because I had got locked in by that Goma the first time I went in there, just to peek in a few rooms and just having the Triforce. Oh, cool. A lot of blocked Triforces, but I didn't really feel it because of the item that I got really early.
Yeah. Like one room of 5 blue Wizrobes and 3 was maybe some of the most real combat.
Yeah, and then 2's Triforce in a shoot room, but luckily I'd seen that room from the south as opposed to the from the west where you can only access it, and it made the bombing them much easier.
Yeah, sorry, 2 was the one I was thinking of.
But I could have sub 50'd it had I not died 4 times. That one death on the overworld with the Pulse Voice heading towards level 8,
yeah.
that really hurt.
I remember that now. Yeah, at the time I didn't think anything of it, but you're right. That was a bit of a setback. I mean, apparently not too much of a setback, but I mean, you do have that starting recorder, so I'm assuming you found bow, silvers, and ladder all pretty quick, and then wouldn't you know it, you ended up needing power bracelet as well. But you were go moding a lot of dungeons, and I think that's maybe one thing that set you and Dr. J apart was you were go moding dungeons a lot faster. So Dr. J just picked up his any key out of one. He chose to dig all 3. No, he didn't. He just double dipped one. Yeah, so as soon as you got your ladder out of 4, which was fairly early in the seed, you just started skipping everything until the seed forced you to go get that power bracelet. Dr. J has stayed longer in levels to full clear them. I got the white sword at a 6, fairly early for it, which I thought was going to speed up his combat and give him a bit of an advantage. But then you found that wand in 7, also less than half an hour in. So wand versus white sword, you were both killing stuff pretty adequately, so it ended up not mattering. Your earlier candle acquisition mattered too. Dr. J, I think, purchased a candle or took one from one of the later take any's. You took one from an earlier take any, so your overworld was a bit more efficient. That made a bit of a difference too, because you've done still far more of the overworld than Dr. J. Dr. J having not yet figured out it's a power bracelet seed, which you had to do everything on the overworld to figure that out. So again, little things like that, and that's why Dr. J is still playing. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. And with the recorder in hand, both silvers and ladders, it's like, yeah, and the recorder made it easy to be aggressive, and it paid off too, because once I had gotten the hint about the power bracelet, I could just zip on over to wherever dungeon it could have been. If I hadn't gotten one out, my first dig would have been here in this 3. I didn't pull anything out of here, and
you did get that hint for the magic boomerang, but yeah, there's one other item out of here, and it would have been your quickest item. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the others was rope infested, and I was gonna do those probably next. I may have done, no, I wouldn't have done 7. I would have probably done 2.
Dr. J picking up both bananas this seed, picked up the second banana right now, right as we were just talking about that magic boomerang in 3. Another thing too, you bought all those hints. I don't know if Dr. J has bought any hints yet. Dr. J got the book a little bit after you, but not so late that the hints came after the money. Dr. J has walked past hint shops now without buying anything. The hint for the ladder in 4 wouldn't be useful at this point. The hint for the power bracelet in 8 might be. Dr. J has levels 2 and 8 left outstanding. Buys a blue ring. Okay, I can see this. You're probably wondering how Dr. J was able to afford that. And the answer is 1 large secret plus all the money from clearing dungeons, apparently.
Yeah, that would make sense. The large was rather large too. I mean, 140 is pretty dang good.
Yeah. It wasn't 2 large secrets by the blue ring after overflowing your money. It was 1 large secret and just kill things to get the rest. Maybe a couple mediums mixed in. But yeah, no, congrats to you, Caffy. That was a fantastic race and a well-played race. Sometimes people say like, "Oh, it was a fast seed." I'm like, "Yeah, but you still have to be a good player to execute on it." That was quite a show. And congrats, and yeah, so now you're 4-1, and you're gonna have a pretty good seed in the ladder.
Yeah, it's good to finish off Swiss with the win, and let's see where the seedings seat me for brackets, but we got a couple of weeks before we figure that out, so we'll take a nice little break.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say. So next week is the play-in races where all of the two and three players will play against each other to try to decide who gets the bottom seed to the ladder. Some of the 2 and 3s will make it, some of them won't. And then after that, we'll have our upper bracket ladder. And nobody else will play that week, which includes you, Caffy, so you get a week off. That'll be what's going on for this tournament next week.
Yeah, it'll be good to get some commentary in. Thank you guys. While we're on the subject, thank you guys for the restream comms and tracking. You guys are all awesome.
Yeah, thank you for playing, Caffy.
Thank you, and I'll catch you guys later.
See you
Sure
later.
thing. Have a good night.
Oh yeah, now might be a good time. Yeah, follow my co-com Smilifiers and follow our tracker. The
Special K.
Special K, thank you. I kept looking at the Discord name and I'm like, Special K, thank you. Someone's got the commanding chat. I never have the command. It's a 1-letter command and I still forget it.
You can follow Caffy and Dr. J as well.
Yeah, follow our runners. You've seen how good they are. Oh, good. Dr. J getting his power bracelet out of 8. No, you need that. You can't pause here. You need that. You don't know you need that yet. He stabs it. Oh, maybe he does know he needs it.
Maybe checking what else he's close to.
Yeah. All those sword slashes. That could have been frustration sword slashes too. Dr. J is going to finish this one out, but probably knows his opponent has finished. Some runners will hide the race from and just not look. I definitely understand that mentality. Like, I don't know if, he knows, but, I mean, what do you even do as a runner? You're like, my opponent finished in 50 minutes. Okay. Like Dr. J here is still on great pace. An hour 15 is a good time for these flags on average. And hour and a half is actually the average, rounded to the nearest whatever. But, to look over at an hour, I'm like, all right, well, I'm good progress on this 8. My last dungeon is 2. Don't know where 9 is. Little does he know. But for an hour, this isn't terrible. And then you look and your opponent finished at 50 minutes. You're like, how?
Yeah, like you got 6 Triforces in a seed that's making you do second quest dungeons for a required item.
Yeah. You're like, this doesn't feel bad, especially it said because of how stacked, that level 1 was. You're not digging stuff. Your level 1, or your level 4 rather, did require you to do 1 before 4. So that was good, right? There was definitely a way to wrong order this seed. And with level 1 being in the bottom left corner, anybody could have neglected the bottom left corner. That's why we call it the other forgotten spot. So like really, like that's great. And then just a fast seed. It was like 8gen was saying from the Twitch chat partway through, like, ooh, it feels like a fast seed. How fast is it for my opponent? And you're like, oh, that happened.
Just got to be thorough with your coverage to route in both of those corners. You could totally, like, there isn't any road up to Death Mountain, but you could ignore it until you have a reasonable way of getting bombs in this seed where every source of bombs was expensive. The bomb upgrades, the bomb shops just didn't want us to buy bombs.
The red Riz robes on the overworld, or red dark nuts on the overworld, which were our only bomb droppers, I think they rolled up. Yeah, 35 rupee bombs. And the bomb upgrade was expensive for 2 bombs. So thanks, game. Yeah, we don't want you to have any bombs. And but what does that say though? Caffy was the one who forced bombs multiple times. Forcing bombs is an incredibly important skill that I don't have because you need to kill 10 enemies without taking a bop, and that includes bubbles, by the way. Not easy. Caffy did it twice, once on Death Mountain and once inside a dungeon.
Yeah, it's a huge level up. Red bubbles.
Deftly dodged. Nicely done by Dr. J. So does Dr. J know where level 2 is, I wonder? I forget where 2 was already.
Yeah, he's been in there.
Okay.
2's the waterfall.
That's right. That's right. Yes, you're right.
I'm actually curious whether he has that Triforce and we just don't have it marked. Because
Could be.
when you could also look at that room and be like, okay, I'll come back later with more resources. But he apparently was in there and got the regular boomerang.
Right. And I did remember that. I actually called it out, picking up the wood boomerang at like 50 minutes into the race. So he probably got that Triforce. Probably. It's now a question of how many push block spots and raft spots will Dr. J check before finding that 9. And will Dr. J right order that 9 like Caffy did? Remember I said Caffy took that early key door a 9? I'm like, ooh, you've only got 2 small keys, yet you're spending them this early. And lo and behold, it was the correct path through 9. Dr. J fighting this nasty four-headed Gleeok in a crowded reverse C room because it can drop an item. It's more likely to be a push block, but it can drop an item. It can also be nothing. And it's nothing, not even a push block. Good
Wonderful.
day, sir. Shoot room. So here I think Dr. J is clearing the room to see if a Triforce spawns in the middle, which would tell him he needs to go left, up, right, down. Yep, switching to the cheaper ammunition. I see.
So interesting. I just watched back and so Dr. J died twice in the Wizrobe room that is west of the Triforce. And it doesn't look like he opened either of the key doors that would let you see that shoot room. So I don't think he actually knows where the Triforce is or what's guarding it into.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's a bit more time.
I mean, it is very close to the entrance, so it's just like when he decides he's got the resources, he's seen enough. Hey, Triforce of 8.
I didn't know that. Gleeoks never push? I never knew that.
Yeah, it's something to do with the sprite limits. They just you can't put a push staircase in the same room as them.
Wow, Gleeoks never push. They can only be floor drops. Well, I guess then that would have increased the odds of that being a floor drop if it could only be a floor drop or nothing. Interesting. I'm learning a lot during this randomizer. Or this tournament, rather. Did you know that if you have a Triforce room and the drop isn't free, that it's a map? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I had heard before. I think a similar thing is with Ganon's room. If it is still in 9, but Ganon's not in it.
Yeah. What I remember about Ganon's room, I hope this is true because this is how I've been playing it. If Ganon's room has an item, it will always be free. It will never be killed to make the enemies kill the enemies to make it appear. Which is interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting little room. And back to 2.
All right, so we know. Oh, he even had the compass. Wonder why he didn't get it then, because it is blinking.
He died twice in his room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You said that already.
So now I get to see this one. Hello.
So yeah, this is nasty. And he's not going to spend the bombs because he thinks he needs those bombs for 9, which he's kind of right. You do need those bombs for 9. You might want a potion. I mean, it sucks to potion, but just potion.
Well, we have the resources to tank through it, so.
Yeah, and nobody ever uses both their potions anyway. You save your red potion for 9, right? And then you use half of it during Ganon, and you save the other half of it for Zelda, apparently. Every single seed. At least that's how I do it.
If you just keep drinking half of it, then you'll be completely fine.
Yeah. You drink the other half of your potion, you have a quarter potion.
It turns green.
It turns green. Turns into a slip of paper. Wait a minute.
So Dr. J might get lucky if he's heading west for power bracelet spots this early.
Yeah. I bet he goes up and he checks the arrow, and then checks Grave Armos, unless he checks West Death Mountain. Yep, he's checking the arrow. Not terrible. It is the closer kind of spot.
Also,
little bit of
decent
a-
shot your recorder somewhere after doing this, so we'll see about that.
Oh yeah, hope not. I was gonna say, it's not that this is closer; it's that it will never be closer. It will only be further away the more he goes anywhere else. So it makes sense. Now, is he going to go to West Death Mountain, or is he going to go to Grave Armos, or like you said, is he going to recorder away?
He does have the recorder out, but there's still
Looking like West. Well, okay, at this point, it could still be both. Now, Grave Armos is closer. Let's see what he chooses.
yeah. I think he's walking to that, and then it'll be recorder away if it's not it. But gonna be happy.
Good. Yeah, chose correctly. Also, one incorrect push block spot, just like Caffy, I believe. I think there's what 7 or 8 push block spots, and both our runners got it on the second try. Dr. J without cashing in the raft as well, so bit of a bonus for Dr. J there. Nice bomb droppers outside the entrance to level 9. Sometimes you run out in 9 and you need them. I always look for that as a runner.
I think Caffey's was the third try because he tried the Lost Hills one, which is the single block, and then also the 2Q4 spot.
You're right. I think I forgot the 2Q4 one because if I remember correctly, that one also didn't reveal anything. He just kind of bumped it and kept running. Yeah. Was that a Ganon roar from the turnstile?
Yes, he's left of the turnstile.
Wow. Dr. J, what are you doing, my dude? Don't you want to kill Ganon?
I mean, we could postpone that a little bit and look for a princess. Just
you could
look around a little bit.
I'm glad Dr. J didn't get punished for not having the block clip there because that sucks. Like, you go north and then it's shutter doors behind you and it's something you don't want to kill. And So Dr. J doing that turnstile room, honestly, if you remember the comment I made when Caffy did it earlier. Oh, good Ganon awareness. Ooh, guessed correctly. Escaped the stun lock. Still, the blue ring and this many hearts, it's okay. Only 8 hits to kill Ganon. 4 left, 3 left, 2 left, 1 left. Oh yeah, once he got settled in on that stun lock, it was over. So we know where Zelda is. I think it's left and down, or left and up. It's very close, but it is left.
His Ganon sprite appears to be some kind of cat.
I like it. Yeah, I'm a cat fan. I approve. Well, except for the part where you killed it.
There you go. The door pops open.
Look at that fast 9. What's the Zelda sprite? Anyway, get your GGs in cat for Dr. J.
Dr. J finishes with a race time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, 51 seconds.
Still an excellent time. I mean, 1 hour, 11 minutes. Does it most of the time, and Dr. J really did nothing wrong. I'm going to invite him in for an interview. Hello, Dr. J. GG.
GG.
Yeah, I feel that sigh, though. Like, man, hour 11 and it wasn't enough.
Yeah, well, when you have go mode as early as I did, too, and I just kept looking for that one more thing, like key or red ring or something like that. And turns out it was the bracelet.
Yeah, you aren't wrong to keep digging. It turns out it was the bracelet. Caffy also hit early go mode. You both had a very different route. You both did completely different overworld. Caffy got the candle earlier. You got the white sword. Caffy got the wand. You later also got the wand, but it was very different, but very comparable and very close. You both, fortunately, did 1 before 4 because you had to go through a Goma block and then a Dig Dogger block to get the ladder. And then you use the ladder from 4 to get the Triforce in the very same dungeon, which then ended up being important, in other dungeons as well. So yeah, it was all good. But Caffy, once Caffy hit go mode, Caffy just hit go mode and ran. And the thing is, with that power bracelet being required in 8, Caffy could have got burned for being in go mode, except for I think the single thing that really tipped it for Caffy was Caffy bought hints. And Caffy bought hints saying the ladder was in 4 before going to 4. And then after getting the Triforce in 8 and cashing in the raft and knowing that 9 was power bracelet blocked, Caffy went and bought the second set of hints and they said the power bracelet was an 8. I'm like, wow, what luck there. So you never having bought those hints, you said you kept digging items blind, and yeah, it was you dug any key out of 1, which Caffy didn't. You got the white sword out of 6, which Caffy didn't. Both boomerangs out of 2 and 3, which Caffy didn't. So I mean, that was probably just the sole difference right there.
Yeah, he would have had a lot of places to return if not for the 8 hint, I think.
Yeah, like you could both still be you could have won because like Caffy had everything left, both items in 3, except he got the hint for the boomerang in 3. But yeah, again, that's just the hint giving more information. Yeah, like, but well played on your part. Like, you did nothing wrong. Like, despite the early go mode, it was correct to keep digging, and you did. It just didn't work out for you.
Yeah, I think the only thing that really could have been an issue was that Buzz saw the blue wizards in 2, and I just worried about defense, where it's just like, just go in with full health and tank as many hits as you have to.
Yeah, and it worked for you because you did it quick, and then you went right on to 9. Good play leaving that room in 2 until the end. I think Caffy did get it first try, but Caffy keydoored into the chute from the wrong side. So Caffy keydoored into the Triforce room in 2 from the bottom, saw that it was a chute room, but then used like sword beams and bombs to kill the blue wizrobes through the safety of the wall. And well, safety I say for blue wizrobes who teleport, of course. Saw that the Triforce dropped into the middle of the chute and then went around to pick it up.
Yeah, and also having to do that with wood sword too, because you said Caffy didn't get white sword, right?
Right. Yeah. So Caffy spent bombs on that mostly, and some white wood sword. Yeah. It was a bit scary. Yeah, that was a difficult room for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, also not having enough money for a candle whenever I found it early on too didn't help matters either.
Yeah, I was talking about that. So I also prefer to buy my candles, and I'll take a heart container for my first take any, just like you did. And most seeds, that's okay. It's either great or it's okay. And then this seed, it was like, oh, I found my candle shop in a bomb wall. Great, what do we got? 74 rupees in a poverty seed. Like, crap. That might have made me want to take a candle from a later one, but yeah, nothing wrong with you did. And I don't think it really slowed you down because you had to double dip all over the overworld anyway. You had to go back for power bracelets and raft anyhow. So I don't think the late candle hurt you as much. Would have been nice to get it all done in one swoop, but
yeah. And also, not having the candle kind of had me exploring more than I probably could have, which got me to 4 as early as I did too.
Yeah, and getting the 4 early was great. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I can't find fault with anything you did. You played a great race. I mean, 111. Heck yeah, I would take that.
Yeah, and sometimes that just happens in this game.
So at 3 and 2, you're guaranteed a spot in the tournament, and you got next week off. You don't have to do the play-in. Congrats on that. First off, how do you feel?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good because, especially going into this now, just getting that confidence up again to not have to dig everything when I know I have everything. In this case, I wasn't sure, but like if I had bracelet, I probably would have been off to the races sooner.
Yeah. So you were thinking that one of your final dungeons, in this case 9, was still blocked by Rafter Power Bracelet, and so you were still digging for that, not like Red Ring or any key.
Well, I kind of. I mean, I was digging for that, but then once I got Blue Ring, it's just like, you know what? If I don't find it, I don't find it for the Red Ring.
Makes sense.
Yeah, have that. I had potions. I can make that work.
Well, any last words, Smile Fires, or any more to add?
I was just going to say, I think we've pretty comprehensively summed it up at this point.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's more races happening tonight. We had a staggering 10 races broadcast tonight. I don't know who is still going. Let me check.
There would have been one that kicked off at 11 on the SpeedGaming main channel between JP and SciTown. And
Oh, boy.
coming up later at precisely 11:59 p.m. Eastern will be Chaos Finale versus PDX Rex on SpeedGaming 3.
Oh, I definitely recommend people go watch both those. The SciTown race, I believe, is a SciTown PDX Rex, is 2-2. So that has definite playoff implications. Yeah, go check that out.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just refreshing it because sometimes it makes the records go away. Yeah, both of those races, potential playoff implications. For JP and SciTown, they're trying to avoid the play-in, and Chaos Finale and PDX Rex, they're trying to get into the play-in.
Oh, so they're 1-3. Ooh, dangerous.
Okay, go check those out. Follow Caffy and Dr. J. Follow Catastrophe573. Follow Special K, our tracker this evening. Thank you again, Special K.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Special K.
And we'll get out of here. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you in the next race.
Good night.